Hello there. Today I'm going to show you a very beautiful modification of a cat portrait. So let's get started. For the first, I'm taking a copy of this layer to make the initial color grading. So press the Ctrl J for the copy of this background layer. Now I'm going to make it to smart object here, and I'm going to camera raw filter for the initial color correction. So going to basic, I am decreasing the exposure and giving a little bit contrast. Here I am decreasing the highlights area because we have the white option and we can increase the white. Look, it much pop out. And I am increasing the shadow as well and decreasing the blacks. In this image we need more textures, so I am increasing the textures. And clarity a little, not much. Now I'm increasing the DH and increasing the vibrance as well. So I'm going to curve. Now in this curve we can increase the shadow a little bit. So I'm increasing the shadow portion here. And increasing the highlights as well. Here I'm keeping the red and green as it is, so I'm going to blue and increasing the blue on the shadow part and decreasing on the highlights. Now I'm going to details and we can sharpen a little bit. And noise reduction also around 4, and color noise reduction will be around 10. Now I'm going to color mixture. From saturation, here we can increase the saturation of red as well as the orange. And here I am decreasing the yellow. Not much. And decreasing and muting the greens almost 0, minus 100%. Increasing the aquas and blues. And on the luminance side, I am increasing orange, yellow, and decreasing the greens, increasing the aquas and blues. Now on hue part, we can take the negative yellow and negative orange as well as the negative reds. Blues will be negative also, and aquas as well. I'm giving greens also a little bit negative. So in color grading, I'm taking a bluish type shadows and reddish and yellowish type highlights. Now on effect part, we are taking a little bit vignetting effect here, like -6, and on color calibration we can increase the saturation of the green and saturation of the blues, and hue part on the red primary we can increase it a little bit. Not much. So here we have done the initial color grading of this portrait. So click OK. Now I'm going to decrease the exposure of this image and make the exposure on some portions. So I'm taking new layer of exposure and giving a negative value here. No worries, you can control on the layer mask. So click on layer mask and take the brush tool, and it will be soft round brush and opacity will be around 40%, and foreground color will be black. Now just brush over the area where you want to make a perfect exposure, like this. I think this is better than before now. So here I'm going to take a new overlay of light effect. Let's see how it looks. So I'm drag and drop the light effect here and making it bigger. Just hit here and give the blending mode to screen. It's too much, right? So you can make it a little less than that. Increasing the size of this overlay. The overlay as shadow part, we can minimize it here by taking a new layer of levels and clipping mask it on the levels layer and decrease the shadow. I think we have decreased much. Now we can control here from opacity, decreasing the opacity. Around 60 is okay. So for final color grading, I'm merging all the layers by pressing Ctrl Shift Alt and E, making it smart object, and again going to the camera raw filter. Here we can decrease the blacks, increasing the shadow a little bit, decreasing the highlights and increasing whites. You can also decrease the exposure. And take curve and take the blue color and give a little bit blue shadows here. I think this is okay here. Now we can work with the eyes of this cat. So I'm taking a layer of curves and increasing the highlights. Now click on the layer mask and invert it from adjustment and invert. So this is inverted. And now we can take the brush tool and soft brush tool and decreasing the opacity around 10 and taking the foreground color white. Now brush over the eyes of this cat very carefully. Let's see the before after. You can give the blending mode to linear dodge. I think lighter color is okay here. Let's check the before after of the eyes. It's looking better. So this is all about today's tutorial. Hope you have enjoyed it. If you enjoyed it, please hit the subscribe button and keep liking and commenting on my videos to support me. Thank you very much.